Boy, did I ever pick a morning to go out and take some photographs. -17 and -24 with the wind chill. In today's video, we're going for a bit of a drive. We're heading out of this province and into the province of Nova Scotia. And we're going to a place called Wentworth to photograph Wentworth Falls. Hopefully we'll get some nice frozen waterfall images. Probably about an hour's drive from Moncton to Wentworth Falls. And I'll see you when we get there. So I have arrived at my destination, Wentworth Falls in Wentworth, Nova Scotia. Now, I have been here quite a few times. I'm just going to turn you around, guys, and let you see just the entrance here alone. Look at this winter wonderland. It's actually not as cold as what I was thinking it was going to be. When I left the house this morning in Moncton, it was -17 with a wind chill of -24. Right now it's, I think there when I was getting out of the car, it was -10, and there probably is still a bit of a wind chill. But oh, this is even more beautiful in the winter than it was in the fall. Look at this. Now, I did say in a previous video that this year I was going to focus a lot more on abstracts and ICM, that type of stuff, and I've got a few other areas of photography I'd like to try as well. So, oh, this is beautiful. Sorry guys, but it just is really, really beautiful. So Wentworth Falls, yeah, came here in the fall. And believe it or not, drove all the way down here and forgot my camera. First time I ever did that. I did have the old Nikon in the bag and fired off a couple of shots then. But yeah, kind of an uneventful day out, I guess. And I've been meaning to come back ever since. Now, with these cold temperatures, I kind of figured that water will be frozen and there'll be lots of icicles and potential for abstracts. Not so sure about the ICM, but I'm sure we'll find a couple. That's going to be my mission going forward, is every outing to do at least a couple of ICM images. And the falls is only a short walk from the roadside, and I can actually hear running water, which I didn't think we would have with these temperatures. Oh yeah, there's going to be some ICM. Look at these trees and stuff. You're going to get blown out here when I turn around, but certainly some potential for images. I can certainly hear running water, so I can see the falls now, but they look frozen, so I'll have my wish. But yeah, I can actually see some running water as well. And as I say, we'll do some abstracts, we'll do some waterfall shots. Look at that. So what a beautiful scene, guys. I'm just taking a minute or two to kind of survey the scene and see what see the potential for compositions. I'm going to have to use the 50 to 230 lens and zoom in a bit. Reason being, normally you can walk right across here, it's all rocks and stuff, but right now it's very thin ice and water underneath, so I can't really walk up any closer. I don't fancy putting my feet in that cold water, but there is some amazing potential there. They will be kind of abstract, which is what I came for. It's just finding the right composition. So I will fire off some images. So I've took a few minutes just to survey the scene there, guys, and what a beautiful scene it is. Absolutely amazing. So I did fire off a few images, just my first few sort of warm-up shots, if you like, with the 18 to 55 kit lens, and they look pretty good. So I might not have to bring out the 50 to 230. Time will tell. But I did spot a path, guys. I'm going to spin you around here. There's a pathway there, and I just took a quick walk up without the camera, and I noticed at the top there, there's lots of almost like little mounds of snow and icicles hanging on them. Looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to take the camera up there and see if I can fire a few images just beyond that evergreen branch there. I can get pretty close to the falls there, and some of the potential for images there looks great. So we'll go up and I'll fire off a few with this lens. We'll come back down, and then I'll see if I can pick out a few details with the 50 to 230. Yeah, here we go. That looks pretty cool, guys. I'm sure you agree. There's some potential there for images for sure. I'm really liking this area here. I can see little mounds of snow with icicles hanging from them. Really cool looking abstract, and that's what we came for, remember. Some icicles there, not totally formed, but still potential for shots. And even looking down to where the water is coming out of the ice there, I think there's potential there for a few abstracts. For that I would probably need the longer lens, but I'm going to fire off a couple here for now. 18 to 55 kit lens. I'm going to probably focus right near the closest icicles to me, probably f16, do a few at f11 as well, and we'll see how they turn out. So I did fire off a few shots there, guys. Look good on the back of the screen, but we'll see how they turn out. Some nice tight crops of those mounds of snow with the ice, and a few of the icicles on the waterfall. I think it's time to change lenses. Try the 50 to 230. See if I can't pick out some of those bigger icicles and a bit more detail further into the falls. If I would have had my winter rubber boots, I would have went across the other side there. There's no way I'm going to go across that, I'll be absolutely froze. Interesting fact about this waterfall, you'll see this tree here that's dead there. Well, there's a path that goes up to the top there, and there's a cave which runs right through the hillside, comes out the other side by some railroad tracks. I will explore that in another video. I'm not going up there today. Yeah, absolutely amazing location. Let's see what else we can capture, guys. So guys, just to kind of set the scene for you, I did fire off a bunch of handheld images, and I didn't think I was going to use the tripod, but as I got into it, I kind of got more involved in what I was doing, and I did take the tripod, and I went out that large rock there. I went out just beyond that on the ice, the tripod, and the 50 to 230 Fujinon lens, and did a whole bunch of 1:1 aspect ratio images, and I really got into that. I was finding some really nice abstracts, a couple in particular that were really nice. I'll try and point out what I was doing. Just above where the main part of the water is falling onto coming out of the rock there, just above it, you'll see all these solid ice, mounds of solid ice, and the light was just kind of slightly hitting it and giving this really cool abstract composition, abstract look. And I fired off quite a few there, moving the camera slightly. Wasn't sure which composition was going to work best, but I did a whole bunch. And then I just turned the lens around, turned the camera around to the other side where I had shot those mounds and zoomed in on them, doing the same thing. Lots of square crops, and also lots of square crops of, I'm saying crop, I didn't actually crop, I just switched the camera to 1:1. Lots of 1:1 aspect ratio shots of where the water is just coming out of the ice there. I haven't done any ICM. It wasn't really, the conditions weren't really lending itself to that. And to be honest, I got so involved in the waterfall, and how could you not, that I fired off a bunch of images there. The light is going down now, certainly on this side. Behind me is clear blue sky and sunshine, as you can probably tell there. But I think I'm going to end the video. There's going to be probably quite a few shots, I would imagine. They look okay in the back of the screen. The first lot were handheld, as I said, and then as I got more involved in it, I set up the tripod and fired off a few there using the 2-second timer. So guys, this was my first real photography video of 2023, and I just didn't have the inspiration to get up and get out. I had kind of lost my photography mojo a little bit, and after watching a couple of videos, other photographers, it kind of sparked the interest to get out again, and I had been wanting to come here. So I want to say a big thanks to Paul Compton. One of his videos, just a couple of videos ago, he was saying about how many photographers are feeling lack of inspiration. They're not inspired to get out, and it's just a case of grabbing the camera and making yourself go, and that is certainly true. I've been procrastinating, putting it off for the longest time, and as time went on, I got less and less interested, and I was really kind of falling out of touch with the photography thing. And today I just gave that push and made sure that I actually grabbed the camera, got in the car and came out. So hopefully the video's turned out okay. So a big thanks to Paul Compton, and also to Thomas Eaton. Thomas Eaton said the same thing in yesterday's video, where he was finishing up his tour of Scotland there, and he was pretty much saying the same type of thing. It's about getting out, get out and do it. So I've done it today, and hopefully I'll have enough images to put a decent gallery up at the end. Stay tuned for that gallery coming up. But I think that's it, guys. I think any light that was kind of creating those nice abstract is gone, and it is getting a bit chilly. So that's it from this amazing place, Wentworth Falls in Wentworth, Nova Scotia. All that's left to say is don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheers for now, and I'll see you in the next one.